We have some major breaking news as Shane Van Gisbergen is signing a multi-year contract extension with Trackhouse Racing and will return to Trackhouse in 2026. What's going on, guys? It's Daniel and welcome back to our video. As I just said a second ago, we got some pretty massive major breaking news this early afternoon as it has been announced that Shane Van Gisbergen is signing a multi-year contract extension with Trackhouse Racing. Here's a statement from Trackhouse Racing today. News: multi-year contract extension for SVG. The winningest foreign-born driver in NASCAR history will remain in the house for years to come. This, of course, has been expected that Shane Van Gisbergen was going to return to Trackhouse Racing into the 2026 season because he's been very, very good, but he did not have a contract signed for next year at this point. But now he does. He will return to Trackhouse Racing next year and for the next couple of years. This is not surprising. Shane Van Gisbergen so far in 2025, of course, we know he was a rookie coming into this year, and we weren't even sure how he was going to be. But Shane Van Gisbergen this season in 2025 has been phenomenal and really, really incredible. He's already scored 3 wins in the NASCAR Cup Series this year, tied for the most wins as a rookie since Jimmy Johnson in 2002 and Tony Stewart back in 1999. He's also won back-to-back actually 3 straight road course races, those coming at Sonoma Raceway a couple weeks back. He also won at Chicago for the second time in the 3 years he's been there in the Cup Series and could have won the race in 2024 and not been for Chase Briscoe getting into him in the rain. And then, of course, he won the race at Mexico, which was his first win. Now, yes, Shane Van Gisbergen has not been as strong, yes, on the ovals so far this season, but I will say he has gotten better on the ovals also throughout 2025. But the main reason Trackhouse Racing brought him on in the first place because we all knew he was going to be really strong and really good on the road courses, and he's absolutely delivered. Of all 4 of his Cup Series wins, all 4 of them, of course, have come on the road courses, with that win also back in 2023 at the Chicago Street Course. Again, we all knew coming this year that the ovals were going to be a little bit of a struggle for SVG, but he has been doing so far a really awesome and phenomenal job with the team and been doing an amazing job with the organization so far this year. So this was not shocking and surprising, and we don't know what number exactly he will be in going into next year because there could be a number change for SVG, but I would expect the number is still going to be 88 next year. We also know, of course, Connor Zilisch more than likely will move up to the NASCAR Cup Series next year, but we know that he has been very good with the team and program so far in 2025. Trackhouse also has released their statement as well on him returning, and here's what he said about returning. I feel like Trackhouse Racing is my home. Trackhouse gave me the opportunity to race at Chicago in 2023. That was just a one-race deal, and everything that has happened since then is because of the chance Justin took on me. The men and women at Trackhouse have helped me feel a lot at home in this new challenge, and I've been loving every minute of it. We still have a lot of work to do, but I couldn't be happier with this program. So far, like I said, in 2025, it has been a phenomenal season. He's been rewriting the record books according to Trackhouse. He is tied for most wins in the rookie season, like I already mentioned. He is the fastest to win 3 races in the modern era, breaking that record, I think, from a couple other drivers in the field. Again, he's tied for 3 consecutive road course wins from the pole, that, of course, being Jeff Gordon, I believe, from 1999 to 2000, if I'm not mistaken, when Jeff Gordon was dominant. He is tied for he has the most wins for a foreign-born driver in the Cup Series history. He surpassed a couple drivers like Marcus Ambrose and Juan Montoya in Cup competition, and he was also, and Daniel Suarez as well, and he was the first New Zealander to win a Cup Series race. What he has been doing is absolutely phenomenal in NASCAR Cup competition, especially on the road courses this year. And now the big goal going into next year, for the next couple of years, the big thing is to improve on the ovals. We already saw him recently win a Legends Car event, and he's starting to get better on the ovals when you look at the consistent pace and speed. He had top 20 pace and speed at Iowa, unfortunately got spun out in that event, made a couple mistakes, and got turned by Kyle Busch, but he had top 20 speed in that event. At Indianapolis, qualified inside the top 15 and finished inside the top 20 in the race, and ran top 20 majority of the event after they made adjustments on the car. And generally this year, Shane Van Gisbergen has shown a lot of improvement. He had a top 15 in the Coke 600, and I think you're starting to see a lot of that improvement coming into play. And I think that's going to be the next big goal for SVG. Can he jump up there from being like a top 20 to top 25 driver on the ovals, where I think he's kind of got to at this point? Can he jump to being inside the top 15 or even the top 10 consistently? If he can do that, he could be a legit playoff contender because he's already the favorite to win this weekend in probably the Xfinity Series race and the Cup Series race as well at Watkins Glen. If, let's say, he can go out there and get more playoff points and start consistently finishing top 15 and top 10, he can make it past the round of 16. He was not bad at Darlington earlier this year. He finished inside the top 20 there. He was all right at other tracks. And if he gets to the round of 12, let's just say you have the Charlotte Roval. He's a favorite to win the Charlotte Roval currently at the moment. He can make it to the round of 8. And if let's say he wins Talladega, there's a realistic possibility that Shane Van Gisbergen could make the championship 4. I would not throw out that possibility at this point. I would not count him out also making the round of 8. But for him to have 3 wins this year, he's done a really, really good job. And I think, at least especially on the road courses, he's been the best road course racer we've ever seen. There's already conversation that he may be the best road course driver in NASCAR history, period, at this point, because he's been phenomenal and absolutely incredible with this team. And I think that it's for years to come, he's going to be really good. And he's also starting a movement as well, because he's bringing a lot of drivers from Australia and New Zealand over to race in the sport. You think about, we've seen Jack Perkins make a few starts in NASCAR competition. Will Brown has made a couple starts in the NASCAR Cup Series and will make his Xfinity Series debut with Kaulig Racing in a couple weeks at Portland. I expect him to be a factor in that event, though. Connor Zilisch, who we'll talk about here in just a second, he'll probably be will probably be really, really good in that event. You think about Cam Waters, who's made a couple Truck Series starts and made a Cup Series start so far this year. Anything about other drivers like Brody Kosecki have come over. There were rumors of Brock Feeney was going to come over and race this year. But I think that what SVG's been doing is great. Now, the other big question y'all are wondering is, what about Connor Zilisch? Connor Zilisch, there were rumors he was going to announce his extension. It was going to be announcing he'd be going full-time NASCAR Cup Series racing in 2026. I do expect an announcement coming very soon for Connor. We already know that Connor Zilisch is expected to go NASCAR Cup Series racing next year. We don't know what Daniel Suarez is doing. We'll talk about that in a second. But Connor is going to drive either the number 88 next year or maybe the number 99. We're not sure at the point what the number exactly is going to be. But Connor will be in the Cup Series. He's been so good in the Xfinity Series recently. He's had 10 straight top 5 finishes. Has a really good chance to win the Xfinity Series race this weekend. He's the odds-on favorite to pick up the win there. And he's also making another Cup Series start. It would make a lot of sense for Trackhouse Racing to go ahead and sign Connor Zilisch into their Cup program here very, very soon. And I think that he is ready to make that jump up. So I expect Connor Zilisch here very soon to be announced. He will be going NASCAR Cup Series racing. And the other question you have to ask, what does this mean for Daniel Suarez? Again, we already know that Daniel Suarez will not be returning to Trackhouse Racing into the 2026 season. I expect Daniel Suarez probably to go to Xfinity Series racing. I know there's been a lot of talk about Justin Haley's future being a little bit uncertain with the Spire Motorsports team, but I don't see Daniel Suarez being an upgrade over Justin Haley at this point. It would make a lot more sense to keep Justin Haley for one more year. Plus, if Daniel Suarez, let's say, go down to Xfinity in trucks and runs really well, he could be a candidate for a really good opportunity to go NASCAR Cup Series racing in the future. So it make a lot of sense currently at the moment to go ahead and keep Justin Haley in that 7 car. I think the best option for Daniel Suarez currently at the moment is go Xfinity Series racing and do a swap. Go and take over the 88 car and go out there and compete for a championship. Because while he may not be a great Cup Series driver at this point, I think it makes a lot of sense for him to go Xfinity racing. He won with Junior Motorsports earlier this year in Mexico, and I think he'd do really good in Xfinity competition. That'd be a veteran that the series really needs. You could grow the series and the brand, especially drive for Junior Motorsports, who's been the best team in it this year in the Xfinity series by a wide margin. And driving the 88 car, or let's say the 1 car, because we're not sure if Carson Quaffle is going to be back with the program next year at this point with the Penske rumors going around, it would make a lot of sense for Suarez, in my opinion, to go down and race in the NASCAR Xfinity Series and maybe then find a ride in the Cup Series in the future at this point. I think that'd be the most likely option that you're looking at for Daniel Suarez, because there's not a Cup ride going to be available, in my opinion. I don't see Justin Haley losing his seat, and we already know Legacy's not going to have a 3rd car for Suarez if they get the 3rd charter. They could have Cole Custer in that 3rd seat, with the rumors of Haas and Legacy potentially merging, and there's other rumors that could be coming very soon as well. But getting back to Shane Van Gisbergen, I've been a big fan of this guy for a while. I'm excited to see that he'll be back with this program into the 2026 season. He's going to be there for the next couple years, and I'm really looking forward to see what SVG can do next year. He's going to win a couple road races. We're not sure how many road course races we are going to have next year, but I expect him to be good. I expect Chastain to be good, who'll be back with the program next year as well, and I expect Connor Zilisch all to be really strong next season. So great to see the news today that Shane Van Gisbergen will be back with the Trackhouse Racing organization in the 2026 year. So that is going to today's special breaking news report of Shane Van Gisbergen returning to Trackhouse Racing in 2026. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support me on Patreon as well. List question below that, and comment your thoughts below on today's episode. How much do you think Shane Van Gisbergen is going to prove on the ovals with Trackhouse going forward? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And how many wins do you think Shane Van Gisbergen will get with Trackhouse Racing over the next couple of years? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. In a couple hours from now, we're going to have reactions to the Craftsman Truck Series race from Watkins Glen. Tomorrow, we're going to have reactions to Cup Series qualifying. We'll also have reactions to the Xfinity Series race. And then, of course, we will have the Cup review on Sunday, along with the starting lineup video for the Cup race at Watkins Glen. And then on Monday, we'll have a NASCAR news video discussing news over the course of the last couple days. We've got a lot of silly C stuff to talk about. More about Shane Van Gisbergen. Once again, talk about Brent Cruz potentially being full-time Xfinity next year. Talk about other drivers like Connor Zilisch, Corey Heim, Lane Riggs, Chandler Smith in that list of Bob Pockrass releases about Robusto, you named it. We got content coming on people like Haley Deegan, Kyle Larson, Kurt Busch, Kyle Busch, Bubba Wallace, Carl Edwards, Chase Elliott, Brad Keselowski, Ryan Preece, Sam Mayer, Sheldon Creed, Cletus Zafar, Dodge Ram, 25 front row, Tyler Reddick, Riley Herbst, all the good stuff. Corey Day, other people like Jade Abadisi and Haley Deegan, all the good stuff to talk about on the channel in the coming days and weeks. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.